former Fox News contributor and Trump lackey by the name of John Solomon claims to have some bombshell story about how Joe Biden was the one who was involved in rejecting Trump's claims of executive privilege in regard to the investigation with the classified documents that he took home from the White House. Now, Solomon writes this in his piece, and it's after Trump had leaked a letter from the National Archives to his lawyers to Solomon. Solomon writes, the Biden White House worked directly with the Justice Department and National Archives to instigate the criminal probe into alleged mishandling of documents, allowing the FBI to review evidence retrieved from Mar-a-Lago this spring and eliminating the 45th president's claim to executive privilege. Now, again, Trump handed over this letter that a woman by the name of Deborah Wall, who's with the National Archives, had sent to his attorneys. And in that letter, it says this, and this is what Solomon had reported on. President Biden defers to my determination in consultation with the Assistant Attorney General for the Office of Legal Counsel regarding whether or not I should uphold the former president's purported protective assertion of executive privilege. I have therefore decided not to honor the former president's protective claim of privilege. And the leaked letter, by the way, actually makes Trump look terrible, and we'll get to that in just a moment. But before I do, there have been other cases involving the January 6th investigation, where Biden, through his White House press secretaries, has made it abundantly clear that he's not buying this whole executive privilege argument. Let's take a quick look at the two examples this year alone.
The president has already concluded that it would not be appropriate to assert executive privilege.
Obviously, the president has spoken to the fact that January 6th was one of the darkest days in our country's history, and that we must have a full accounting of what happened to ensure that it never occurs again. And he's been quite clear that they posed a unique threat to our democracy, and that the constitutional protections of executive privilege should not be used to shield from Congress or the public information about an attack on the Constitution itself. And so as a result, the White House has decided not to assert executive privilege.